So, Alex Dutty.
Alex Dutty.
Break it down. So it's bro.
Boy, we'd be here all night to really break it down. But a lot of people saw what was going on. Fucking Alex Dutty is a rap artist who been around for a minute selling his mixtapes and them kind of things there, and put out a few videos and been on his grind. I've been aware of him through certain circles and him being in my inbox with his new videos and all of them things there. But he dropped a video called Proud to Be White as a white rapper. I heard about it. I was like, okay, Proud to Be White. So this is a big, it's a shock factor title. I thought, let me watch this and see what angle he's coming from as a white rapper myself. I'm interested to see what the hell is this guy trying to go on with. For a minute I got it. I kind of thought, okay, I see what he's doing. He's trying to talk about, I don't know, to me something that seems really dated even in hip hop, of being a white rapper and it being something like abnormal. That's not even the case anymore at all anyway. I don't know how I don't ever remember it being the case for me in England, in London, in UK rap. I think the first interview I ever did, I remember being with Skinny Man doing a Mud Fam interview and them asking me, do you think like something to do with race and hip hop and whether it brings people to, like, are people separated, like, are races separated in hip hop? Is it difficult being a white rapper? And I was just like I don't know. And I just started going out and doing shows and being in hip hop raves, and I was like, nah, not from what I see. Like, I just see hip hop bringing people together and everyone like embracing each other. That's what I was witnessing at the time. So I just didn't get what he was trying to. I've always found it corny. This I'm a white rapper. I'm still dope thing. Anyway, get out of it. But boom. Okay, let me see what he's talking about. Watch the video. Okay, I can still appreciate you're trying to come from that angle and feeling like you want to express yourself in this art form. But he just said some things where I think he missed the point. Like, the whole concept of it, proud to be white. If you're proud to be dark, I'm proud to be light. Yeah, I told him it was corny. When he started running his mouth, I said, actually, you know what, I was only giving my opinion, but your music is corny. Like, for that, like, proud to be dark, like, come on, man, these lyrics are corny. But, like, that's just the idea of it, like, proud to be white. This was a big part of the problem and the debate, is that there's not really a reason to be proud to be white. Like, there's not a necessity. Like, the idea of racial pride is also being undermined, because the purpose of racial pride is that people have been told that they're less because of a race, and like white people don't really experience that. So like it's just was pointless. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how I felt at the time. I feel like he like overcompensated or like stepped over the mark with certain things he was trying to say. I don't know if he was trying to be shocking with that, or he just didn't realize like the like, implications of the words he was saying, because there's a part in it where he says something about they think I want to be black because I wear something's like with a New Era cap, but the owner of New Era is a German. So it's like, and it's like the implication in it was that, wait a minute, like, it's like black people telling him, you want to be black. Or maybe not, maybe even white people telling him, because there's usually white people that say them kind of things. But then saying, like you're wearing like a fashion, like a type of fashion that's popular in a black music culture. And then you're pointing out that it's actually German. A German guy that owns it, which means it's a white guy, as if that almost gives him more claim to it. Like, but it's German.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
So I thought like that's actually a bit feisty. And then like just the entire the chorus, the concept of the song, like it was just something he says towards the end, but I don't own anything. Something about not owning anything. and it just completely undermined like the concept of white privilege. There's something that people are talking about a lot at the moment that people are becoming aware of. Like, you just completely undermined it, like to say. And then, so cut a long story short, that's how I felt about the song at the time. I felt it's undermining to the concept of white privilege, and a couple bits of it was a bit feisty. But I just thought maybe this kid, he just made some mistakes. So I don't know. I was in a conversation on Facebook about white rappers all looking the same. It was a joke. It was just, we were busting joke and all of that, yeah. And then like someone posted something saying, "Where's all the ginger rappers?" And it reminded me of the song. So I was like, there's this guy. What do you lot think of this? Like, while we were talking, you get me? And a couple of people put their opinions, and then I put mine, which is basically what I just said. And then someone tagged him into it. AC, yeah, shout out, man, like AC, troublemaker, you get me? Fucking AC tagged him in it, and then he just started running his mouth, like, going, who the fuck are you? Like, what have you done? Like, you're a waste man, or whatever. Like, you know, it's all there. It's all still there. We can go and read it and look at it. And it escalated into the hugest fucking argument, like, on Facebook. So many people got involved. There ended up being like 6,000 comments on that one thread, and like 4,000 on another one, 1,000 or 2,000 on another one. Like, it must have been over 10,000 comments over the whole thing. My whole thing got shut down, and it's just basically me and him arguing about this issue. I was trying to just debate it with him. It got really out of hand. Stupid things were being said. But that's me saying that this thing undermined white privilege, and him saying that white privilege doesn't exist. Yeah, he said that it doesn't exist. So yeah, it was a funny one, man. And then he kind of proved himself, yeah. And then he posted something about me being a wannabe black guy, saying that his music had achieved more than I ever have as some wannabe black guy. I was like, isn't that like what you're fighting against in your song? People that talk like that, like, you fucking moron. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even saying that to him now. That's how I felt at the time. I got no time to argue with him. He wanted to drag it out for ages. So he acted like, whatever, carrying it on, dragging it out. Took it to Twitter, like, started running his mouth to my woman, like, all kind of madness, like, madman. So I left it, and then he tried to insinuate that I was bothering him, like I was trying to instigate. So I just thought, I'm done with this guy. I stopped talking to him. So after all the talk about him saying I was bothering him, I was messaging him, and he said he didn't want nothing like that. Months later, like a diss song, I get tweeted a diss song by a different account. Like, have you heard Alex Dutty's diss song for you? Raw, this guy. And it's him just from a fake account. I shouldn't even be talking about this part of it, yeah, because now people are going to look up this song and all of that. Like, cool, man. It's garbage, but it's the best thing he ever made. But, like, I don't know, man. It's just a mad thing. Like, he's going at me like, aren't you going to respond to this MC thing? And I was just like, it's corny, innit? Like, two white rappers going at each other, like, over a race issue. Yo, fam, I've been in this game for a long time, innit? Like, I'm gonna start doing them corny moves. But we could talk, though. We could talk about it. And then he made all kind of insinuations in the song, like that he knows my girl, and like he drawed her one time. And Tutu's like a couple months later, he tried to sell my girl a CD outside King's Cross Station, like, because he's never seen her before. He's like, try to sell her a CD. I'm not going to say much about what happened, like I'm saying, but he ended up running off. And then, like, cool. Time passed, man. Like, bygones be bygones. Like, I don't give a shit, you know what I'm saying? His label hollered at me in the mix of this, actually. His label reached out to me saying, is there any way we can squash this? Like, he's making a bad reputation for us. And I kind of said I was going to, like, organise a meeting or something. I was meant to call them. I just didn't have time in the end. I thought, like, fuck this shit. I really don't give a shit. But they ended up dropping him, like, in the end. Like, I know this was a part of it. It's not the only reason. It's because he just had a bad attitude from what I can see and from what they told me. Their man was like, I don't want to throw too much shade and all of that, but their man was saying, like, funny things, you know what I'm saying, to me. Like, for them to be saying about him to me, I was just like, raw, whatever. But like now, I feel like time's passed, and like this is actually a really interesting and deep issue, and I really wish he could have discussed it with me, like, intelligently and without getting heated. And I hope now that time's passed that we maybe even might be able to do that. So I've reached out to him and invited him to come on the radio show and do that. And we can do it on Pyro Radio, and we can have a whole, we have a different topic every month. So that could be the topic, like me and Alex Dutty's problem, or the actual issue that started with the song and the idea of white pride and, all these kind of issues. And I reached out to him and he did respond. And he said, when do you want to do it? And I threw some dates in, and now he hasn't got back to me. So I hope we actually get to talk about it, man, and just sort it out. I don't agree with his views. Don't mean I hate him. You know what I'm saying? All of the actual animosity in it is a madness. I would rather try and find a common ground, or try and, if I feel that something of his views are very negative, or create contributing to some kind of I don't want to call him a racist. I'm trying to avoid calling him a racist. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I would rather just sort it out and try and enlighten him, enlighten others, or let him enlighten me if he has something to do. You know what I'm saying? We can shake hands and walk away. You get me? So Alex Dutty, the invitation is open.